So I've been making a lot of videos recently about the new iPhone, the iPhone XS Max, because I'm using it right now. It's my current evaluation. But today we're going in a completely different direction, as we should, talking about the other end of the market. This is my very first exposure to the new emerging brand Realme, and this is very popular in India. This device in front of me, the 2 Pro, Realme 2 Pro, is gonna sell for around $200. Does it give you 1/10 of an iPhone? Like, holy smokes! And surprisingly, you have a competitive spec list at that price. You probably saw my experience with the Pocophone. This is going even cheaper. It's going even more affordable, and the specs are a little bit different. They are dropped down a tiny touch, but they're still really impressive at this $200 US price point. This is the Realme 2 Pro. All right. Oh, real quick, I do have a couple of extras. They sent me 2 extras, so might as well do a giveaway if you guys are interested. I have a link down in the description. Yeah, you can possibly win one of these. Some paperwork, a case. They're giving you a basic case, but it's nice to have nonetheless. Here is the device. Mine looks to be blue in color. It appears to have this really nice, tiny little notch. The crown jewel style of notch. This mirrored finish on the back. Fingerprint scanner is in the back also. Dual camera setup at the top. This is 2 16 megapixel cameras. Flash on the other side. While speaking about the cameras, the one on the front here is also 16 megapixels for your selfies. The bottom of the device houses a headphone jack, micro USB, so unfortunately no Type-C on this device. And then on this side we have the volume up and down, as well as the SIM card tray, which happens to be a dual SIM card tray. We have a quick charge power brick. This is actually branded Oppo. If you're unfamiliar with the Realme brand, it is a sub-brand of the Oppo brand. So if you're familiar with those products, this one is going to share some features and functionality with Oppo. So it has prompted me for the fingerprint face or passcode unlock. I'm gonna do that real quick. Oh, we're gonna do face. Let's do face. All right, fine. The display looks pretty nice. Check that out. This notch, to me, if you have to have a notch, this is kind of the way to go here, because it's the least obtrusive compared, of course, to some massive notches like the iPhone and others. Let's try out the face unlock. It's pretty quick, actually. Face unlock pretty much instant. That's like an instant face unlock. Let's do the fingerprint while we're at it. It's not the fastest that I've ever tested, but it is satisfactory in my mind. That's a good start so far for a $200 phone. I do want to show you the other color options. So this one was the blue one, but it also comes a black version that they sent me. Similar finish with the mirrored look over here. It's reflective, very similar to the blue. And then last up is like this tealish color, a silverish white appearance. Similarly reflective. So there's your various color options. So I was talking about the display. It's FHD+. This is 6.3 inches. Surprisingly large display considering the form factor. They say the screen to body ratio is over 90%. It's available with 4 gigs all the way up to 8 gigs and as much as 128 gigs of internal storage. It's got a Snapdragon 660 series processor in here. And as we know from past devices, the 600 series is actually a good value and also tends to be great on battery life. Speaking of battery, this one has a 3500 milliamp hour battery inside, which given the size of it is actually kind of impressive. Exact resolution 2340 by 1080. It's a TFT LCD, and the math there works out to 409 PPI, so actually pretty decent. 16 megapixel auto HDR functionality and a 2x zoom. There's also a beauty mode, or AI mode, which is off by default. I appreciate that. Okay, let me just grab this little phone right here. In our studio lighting, that is pretty decent. Where's the plant? Can you pass me the plant, Kirk? Make sure we got it. Not bad. What do you say, Jack? 200 bucks. You're probably spending too much on a smartphone. Let's check the front facing. Is there any fancy magic? Are they gonna try to smooth me out here? I'd rather be real me. Get it? See what I did there? I'd rather be the real me. Boom. That's a $200 phone selfie, 16 megapixel front-facing camera. Jack, you're spending too much on smartphones. Video modes, it can do 4K up to 30 FPS if you're interested. So there's a few different versions for different markets I'm noticing right now, and each of them has different frequency bands available. There's one specifically for India, Thailand, Indonesia, Pakistan, another one for Vietnam, Saudi Arabia, and UAE, and then there is a global all-country version, which actually, like the GSM version, I'm noticing it has 850, 900, 1800, and 1900 megahertz. So depending on what market you're in, you may want to clarify which version to pick up. You'd be surprised. There are a lot of versions of these phones which could possibly be used on the network you're on right now, so just check that out in advance. Curious about the speaker, so I'm going to load up YouTube real quick. Stock YouTube. Kissing challenge, 81 million views. 360 panorama day. You see that there, Jack? This is the world we're living in, guys. Pitbull attacking a guy, Lamborghini. Like, it's worse than we all thought. Everyone gets kissed. See the wet competition. Girls shocked by rapping Uber driver. Why are the girls in the Uber dressed that way? How it's made ice cream. That's the only one that deserves anything. Learn something for once. Please, utility, life, live it. Posted a photo, a selfie that I shot on the iPhone XS Max. The speaker for dialogue, it actually sounds pretty good. It's all right though. It's not the worst I ever heard. It's not the best I ever heard. It's unfortunate. It's a single speaker. Let's adjust, okay? Adjust our expectations for the price point. Let's be realistic and be responsible. This thing starts at $200 USD. Please remember that. The speaker is okay. Now, I do have to mention something. The skin here, it's a bit out of hand. I hate to break it to you, Realme, Oppo, Xiaomi, whoever you are, just slap Android One on it, all right? Please. The skin game, it's an old game. I know I could put a launcher. I always put a launcher. But out the gate, if you've already got Android One, it's a major step ahead. Give me an Android One version. It is incredible what is being done in the smartphone marketplace. I continue to be shocked. How can you deliver a product of this caliber for around 200 USD? I don't know. Maybe I'll even switch to it if you guys are interested, especially when you're looking at a $200 device that has a really unique implementation of the notch. We have to reconfigure our process for evaluation of these things to reflect the value, because there are amazing things happening at the low end, and this is just another example. You know, speaker's not amazing. I wish that it had USB Type-C. Obviously, I talked a little bit about the skin, how I'd love to see something like Android One, but those are nitpicks. Realme 2 Pro starting at 200 bucks USD. It's gonna make a lot of people happy. And don't forget, 2 extras. You guys can win one. Check the description for the giveaway details. There you have it, Realme 2 Pro.